stadium. 500 fans are in attendance in anticipation of that ticket being punched. And the Bulldogs going dancing. They're wearing their home whites, and they control the opening tip. Michael Green III running the point for the Bulldogs. Here's Peter Kiss, the Rutgers transfer, give it up to Elijah Hall, off the mark on the first shot. And here's a story we'll get into. That's Damian Chong-Kui, number 15 in blue for the Mount.
Well, Chong-Kui is not only one of the best point guards, if not the best point guard in the league, but he's also the most clutch guy. This game stayed close. Chong-Kui is going to get it done.
There's Nana Opoku opening up the scoring. 67% from the field his last 4.
Yeah, and you're going to see us switching defenses by Bryant, which means doesn't matter what Bryant does defensively, the middle where the NEC is going to be huge, and you saw it right there.
The first 3 of the game for Bryant, and they lead the conference in that category. Charles Pride gets them on the board.
Well, he's a 40% three-point shooter, and when he gets his shoulder squared, sometimes he shoots it a little bit crooked. When he gets his shoulder squared, he doesn't even hit the rim.
There's the skip pass along the baseline. That's put up by Josh Reeves off the back iron, and here come the Bulldogs. And they want to push. It's going to be Woe versus go.
No question about it. And Chong-Kui did a good job right there, stopping the drive.
Hurtado off the mark. The rebound to Malik Jefferson, who leads this team, 7.7 rebounds a game.
Couple things to watch. Number one, offensively, as I said, look at the NEC. You see the middle. You got to play in that middle against this defense.
Tough take.
Other thing to
Kiss.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Other thing to watch in transition, stopping the ball right here because you see Green. He wants to attack, so you got to get him to do what he just did, which is back it out.
2 minutes gone by, an early 3-2 lead for the second seed, Bryant Bulldogs. Nice take, empty, and here comes Chong-Kui. And a nice fast break from MtStMarys.
Now, that was really nice. Look, when you drive it to the rim, guys there to charge, you just step around. That's body balance, and that's intelligence. Oh,
Charles Pride is 2 for 2, and that makes him 8 for his last 13 from three-point range.
All right, this sounds weird. A lot of guys got to get their feet set, Rich. I swear to you, when I've watched tape on him, as long as his shoulders are squared, he's going to be right on it.
Kiss with another weak side rebound. Peter Kiss, number 32 in white, the leading scorer for the Bulldogs. Here's Luis Hurtado. Out to Green for 3. And this is what Bryant does, Dan. They like to get shots off quick in the shot clock. So far,
well, that was
a little bit of a mixed bag.
That was pretty interesting because the ball was thrown out to Green, and it was like they played. There it is, right in the middle. Go play. Good move.
Baseline J, no good. And Pride with the outlet to Kiss. They tried the backdoor cut. It's a kick ball. It'll stay. Bryant basketball. They are led by third-year head man Jared Grasso. This team won 3 games prior to his arrival in Smithfield. Since then, they have improved their win total. They actually have quintupled their win total in his 3 years since he's been there.
Yeah, I got to tell you, his father, Fred, was a great basketball coach, high school basketball coach all across I believe Long Island era. And Tim Cluse is his mentor. And Tim Cluse, one of the great basketball minds ever, particularly on the offensive end in college basketball.
Nice take by Hurtado, his first 2.
Well, you see right there, that's the Tim Cluse influence. We're going to shoot you. We're going to spread you out. We're going to play fast. But if you over-recover, if you recover too long, we're going right by you. Now man-to-man by Bryant.
And Grasso was an Ione assistant under Cluse for 8 years before taking the head job here at Bryant.
Grasso was great to talk to. He was fun, man. He just, hey, look, I like guys with an edge. I like guys with toughness. They didn't care.
Grew up on Long Island. He's definitely got some New York City to him. As a matter of fact, the starting backcourt for this Bryant Bulldogs team is from the Bronx. 8 New Yorkers on the roster in all. Here's Pride. Missed that time. And the rebound to Opoku.
A pretty good look. Pride. I'm telling you, Rich, guys rarely make 3 in a row. Sometimes they do, but that 3rd in a row is hard. Pride had a good look, though. Now back to the zone, just play in the middle.
Opoku gives it up to Jefferson, spins on the right block and loses it, and Pride runs the break for the Bulldogs. Green for 3, way off the mark. And so far, one of the best offenses in the country, Bryant, has just 8, but that's 4 more than MtStMarys 5 minutes gone by.
For unbeatable natural-looking color, Nice and Easy Cream. 100% natural-looking color that lasts 8 weeks. Gentle on your hair and scalp with conditioning in every step. Nice and Easy Cream. Nicer and easier.
ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right. Well, things have been right for the Mount. MtStMarys has been a dominant fixture in NEC play. This is their 8th tournament championship game that they are playing in. 4 times they have gone to the NCAA tournament. As a matter of fact, the last time they went as a 4 seed back in 2014. They also turned that trick in 2008. And now Dan Engelstad, in his 3rd year, one of the youngest coaches in the nation, just 36 years old, trying to take them out back to the big dance.
Well, Coach Engelstad has done a lot of coaching. I mean, he's been a lot of different places, including in the TBT with an armored athlete team. That was really good, the TBT being the summer basketball tournament, winner take all for a couple million. What a great night. We got championship games everywhere. We got them. Hey, Oakland and Cleveland State. Elon taking on Drexel. I got a story about Elon. My son's a coach there, Rich.
Andrew Dockich, maybe the greatest Dockich coach of all time.
At my niece's bat mitzvah, my brother's daughter. Great move. The kids are all like 10. My son loudly bet me that he would take a team to the NCAA tournament before me. This is at a bat mitzvah. Like, come on. And he says we bet a bunch of money, maybe $500, I don't know. He doesn't count when I was interim coach at Indiana. He says that doesn't count. So if Elon goes tonight, I may owe money based on a bet at a bat mitzvah.
So you made the bet, and then you did the horror, I'm sure.
We did, yeah.
Danced around in a big circle. It was a big party.
It's the best party going. My nephew's bar mitzvah, I'm not getting into it. Middle of the floor. Let's get back to the game, but keep an eye on the Phoenix of Elon.
Here's Opoku from the nail. Working in the middle of the paint. He's been effective so far. Offensive rebound, and that's Mezi Afaram who got fouled.
Rich, here's what you do when you get the ball in the middle. Number 1, you take your time. Number 2, when you get in the middle, you take your time, you look shot, you look down and you look opposite. And because the ball got in the middle, you see the rebound there. Next thing you know, you're going to the foul line. It's a real skill to play in the middle. Shot first, down to your other post guy, or opposite for the shot. Watch that all game long. If St. Mary's can do that effectively, they'll score. They'll score a bunch against the zone, and they'll play against man-to-man.
MtStMarys, a 6'8" junior from Germantown, Maryland, not far from Emmitsburg, which is where Mount St. Mary's is located, about an hour northwest of Baltimore. His 2 free throws tie this NEC championship game up at 8. Here's Kiss, averaging 17 a game. Still not in the scoring column, but he gets an assist there.
Yeah, pretty good move by Kiss. He could have been selfish. Instead, he found his teammate Pride with a nice pass after he drew the defense.
Now Charles Pride, the 6'4" sophomore out of Syracuse, for Bryant, leads all scorers with 8. I hesitate to call them bid stealers, Dan, because you earn the right to go to the NCAA tournament if you win your conference championship tournament. So let's call them bid takers. This team, Bryant or Mount St. Mary's, will be a bid taker. There are going to be 3 of those tonight.
How about this block? How about the athletic ability? Something to watch defensively. See number 2 right here on 15. I know everybody was watching the block. What they are doing, Bryant is literally in man-to-man face guarding Chung Kui. Now, that's in a zone, but when they go man-to-man, watch that. It's a total face guard to get him away from the ball.
That was Chung Kui's first shot of the game, and it's off the mark. And that one was blocked from behind by the Defensive Player of the Year in the NEC, Nana Opoku. Oh, and the throwdown! Offerham with 6 early points.
Oh, man, Rich. Holy smokes.
And right back at you. Paul Elijah says, I could do what you can do.
Hey, Elijah just went up. Good no call on the flop. Let's play.
Pride the rebound. So far, Mount St. Mary's trying to hang with the Bulldogs in terms of tempo. They are the 2nd slowest tempo team in the nation in all of college basketball. Only UVA plays at a slower pace. And look at Chung Kui, smallest guy in the court, gets the rebound.
Yeah, Chung Kui doesn't look like he wants to slow it down. Again, middle of the floor, looks shot down opposite against his zone. Somebody in the right-hand corner or left-hand corner, there you go.
Offerham, tough mid-range game, and MtStMarys is showing the full repertoire in the early going.
How about that, Rich? He takes the ball to the rim, and then he gets it, takes his time, and that's what you do against the zone. You show the basketball. It'll draw the defense into the air, and now you can make your move. Rich, I don't think Mount St. Mary's wants to slow this down at all. Now, it's a dangerous game, but when you can do this from Offerman, oh, baby, how nice is that? And then on the other end, well, you go help. You help up against the big's going to dunk on you.
For 175 years, New York Life has been helping people act on their love.
Okay.
So they can look back and say, we did good.
Well, Dan Dockich, if I told you before the season started that Georgia Tech's Moses Wright would be the ACC Player of the Year, you probably would have said I'm crazy, but 18 points, 8 rebounds a game for one of the surprise teams in that league, and Moses Wright, your Player of the Year. Georgia Tech in the ACC tournament, just like all these teams. Here are how things look in Greensboro right now at the New York Life ACC tournament. And already an upset. Miami, the 13th seed, takes down Pittsburgh, the 12th seed. Duke had a very easy time against Boston College, Dan.
You know, interesting, we did the game Saturday, Dave O'Brien and I, and it turned out to be a championship game for Virginia because of what happened with Florida State getting beat by Notre Dame. Virginia, a lot of people counted them out, Rich, but this is a really good Virginia team. And you know what you could do with the Player of the Year in the ACC is just give it to like 5 different guys on Florida State. They're so deep, kind of hard other than MJ Walker. But I didn't have Moses Wright. I had either Alvarado, maybe from his own team, or Matthew Hurt.
John Quee off the mark, another rebound for Charles Pride. Pride with an early 8 points. Here's Chris Childs making his first appearance, number 30 in white. He and Green missed the semifinal game due to COVID contact tracing. But it didn't matter for the Bryant Bulldogs. They won their semifinal game by 30 over Sacred Heart. And a traveling violation called by Nathaniel Stokes, who also missed that semifinal game.
I feel like right now, defensively, MtStMarys has Bryant a little bit uncomfortable, and that's what you try to do as a defense. You mentioned it, no Green, no Childs, 2 of their better players, leading scorer in Green. But here's the thing, and this is something to watch. One thing Bryant can do is go on a run. They went on a 21-2 run against Sacred Heart, and that thing was over.
These two teams did not face each other in the regular season. Another oddity in the oddest of basketball seasons. They were supposed to play twice, back-to-back, and both times got canceled because of COVID. That 3 by DeAndre Thomas, who's just checked in the game.
42%. If you're playing a zone and DeAndre Thomas is at the top of the key, you better play him man and don't let him get squared up.
Green with an answer, no, off to the right. Scramble for the loose ball. It's going to be possession arrow to the Mount.
There are some guys that when they shoot, you expect it to go in. Number 4 in blue is one of those players. You're surprised when he misses, particularly something like this. There was absolutely no pressure on that shot, and DeAndre Thomas, maybe the best shooter in the entire building. In a zone, you can still play man-to-man. You'll probably hear next time he catches it, everybody's yelling shooter. Just to let everybody remember, you got to guard number 4.
After that make, Thomas now 7 for his last 10 over the last 2+ games from beyond the arc. That 3 gave the Mount a 3-point lead under 10 minutes to go in the first half of this NEC championship game. The winner punches their ticket to the NCAA tournament. Here's a catch and shoot. Childs off the mark.
Well, I guarantee you that Coach Grasso thinks these are good shots. You know, they're getting decent looks. They just got to make them. That's how they want to play, right, Rich? They just want to get it down. If I got to look on the wing, I'm going. If I can get to the rim, I'm going. Talking about Bryant.
Well, they have goals, just like every team does, and we talked about this with Coach Grasso. One of the things they want to do every game, score 85 or more points. They also want to assist on 18 or more field goals and make at least 10 three-pointers. Now, obviously, not a lot of teams are going to be able to do that, but they have done that 3 times this year. They almost did it in their season opener against Syracuse.
Yeah, they will give themselves the opportunity to do every one of those goals. You know what I mean? They're not going to slow it down.
Opoku off the mark, the rebound to Elijahs.
Elijahs is playing really well.
Here's Pride off the bounce. Got it again! The 4th triple for Charles Pride.
And again, it's nice that the defender put his hand up. That's all well and good, but against shooters, you have to take the shot away. It isn't like after the fact, coach, my hand was up. No, here, you got to take this shot away.
Offensive rebound and the putback. That's Nana Poku, and he's got 6.
Yeah, Poku's playing pretty well offensively. He's been around the rim. He's done what he's supposed to do, but he's got to get active defensively. He's the player of the year defensively in the league.
Back and forth we go. Green hasn't been able to find the mark from deep. He's 0 for 5 so far tonight.
You know what you tell him? Hey, you're getting closer. You know what I mean? Like, he missed some bad.
Here's Chongqui off the bounce. Damian Chongqui in the scoring column. Dan, only 13 Division I players are shorter than Damian Chongqui, coming in at 5'8", $155.
No scholarship offers, none.
And there might not be anyone tougher than Damian Chongqui.
Rich, you got to guard the shooters. And Charles Pride, right now, he's feeling it. That's a tough shot. Used to be, not anymore. It's what these guys can do now. You got to get there early on him, and you got to find him in transition. A hand up doesn't do a bit of good. Take away the shot, children.
Nerds.
Have new money goals? NerdWallet can help you find the credit card to make them happen. Want to earn enough points for a weekend of fancy camping? We have options for that. Maybe have a better credit card than your older sister. We have comparison tools for that. Or find a card that lets you donate your cash back to food banks. We have tips for that too. From low rates to the best rewards, easily discover and compare the smartest credit cards. For all your money questions, turn to the nerds.
Back at Chase Athletic Center in Smith. Field, Rhode Island. That is the site for the NEC championship game. The number 2 seed, Bryant Bulldogs, hosting the number 4 seed, the MtStMarys Mountaineers, with a trip to the big dance on the line. Another bid stealer coming from the NEC. That was blocked, but a foul is called. So that's going to send Mezi Afram to the line. He leads this Mountaineers team with 8 points so far. And he's good on the first. Coming up at 9 Eastern over on ESPN, the West Coast Conference Championship game from Las Vegas. Number 1 Gonzaga looks to stay undefeated as they take on BYU. Afram goes 1 for 2. Zags another easy win last night over St. Mary's. Dan, BYU needed overtime to get past Pepperdine, so they're 1 win away from going into the big dance undefeated.
Lorenzo Romar did a really good job at Pepperdine. I mean, they played hard. Matt Harm, remember the transfer for Purdue, the WCC
Sure.
Defensive Player of the Year? I feel like, do you feel this way, Rich? I watched that game last night, the Gonzaga game. I feel like Gonzaga just, I'm not saying they're coasting, but they, I don't know, they just know. You know what I mean? They just kind of know they're going to win.
If I was that good, I would feel that way too.
Yeah, me too.
3 Player of the Year candidates in Timmy, Kispert, and Suggs. Peter Kiss finally in the scoring column with that free throw, averaging over 17 a game. He's got 2, and Bryant's within 3.
I like this right now by Bryant, picking up full court. Now watch the face guard. See number 2 right here, left side of your screen. He is just absolutely face guarding Chung Kui. They want anybody to make plays but him, yes.
Here's Jefferson looking for some help, gives it up to Chung Kui. Ten on the shot clock. You see how deliberate the Mount could be on offense. The tip, no. The offensive rebound, loose ball, and another foul called on Bryant.
Rich, we talked about the man-to-man, okay? Baines, you know, okay, he's guarding Chung Kui. But then what happened was they made a switch and then switched to a 2-3 zone. It's kind of interesting. And sometimes when you do this, it's hard to block out. You got so many guys in so many different places. And Mount St. Mary's went to the offensive backboard hard.
And you know who's shooting free throws right now, right, Dan? It's the hammer, Malik Jefferson.
Yeah.
That's what they call this guy. 6'9" junior out of Hopewell. His twin brother, Jalen, is also on the team. Doesn't get as much minutes as Malik does, who goes 1 for 2 from the free throw line. He started every game the last 2 years for Dan Engelstedt. Four-point lead for the Mount. Trying to make the big dance as a 4 seed coming out of the Northeast Conference. Another 3 attempt from Pride off the mark. Weak side rebound to DeAndre Thomas. Thomas thought about the 3.
Yeah, but that time they came and took the shot away. Took it away there.
It'll be another late shot clock shot for the Mount. Chung Kui, a deep 3 off the mark. Another offensive board, and what a putback by Jefferson.
That was a great offensive rebound. Came from the left side. They call it rebounding out of area. What a fantastic set of hands. And then also the timing.
Hurtado, spin cycle, and 1 for Luis Hurtado Jr.
Boy, Hurtado just took his time at the top of the key, measured up the defense. You're going to see it. He measures them up, and then watch the spin right here. And the spin took him somewhere. So many kids just spin. Watch this offensive rebound. Look at Jefferson, comes from the other side, out of area, gathers, and then gets it over. Elias says, who's the shot? What's his nickname? He's got a nickname. I just looked it up.
The Block Father.
The Block Father. Reminiscent of Todd Frazier. The Todd Father. The Block
Andre
Father.
Thomas looking a little ill on the sideline. We'll have to check on that, see what's happening with him. That 3-point play by Hurtado. What a story of determination for him. Spent 3 years at UAB, overcame testicular cancer, had surgery, 4 months of chemo. He's now 2 years clear of his final chemo treatment and trying to get to the big dance as a redshirt junior for the Bryant Bulldogs. Here he is again on the wing. Aggressive to the cup, he lost the handle.
Really good defense, not reaching in and bailing out Hurtado to foul.
Here's Chung Kui, gives it up to Reeves, and another 3 for Mount St. Mary's.
Chung Kui makes every right play. Just makes basketball look very easy.
And the putback is good by Kiss. That's Peter Kiss's first field goal of the night. He has 4.
Well, let's be honest. That was just determination because Mount St. Mary's is doing a great job of getting to the ball in the lane on a drive. Like 3 guys converged, and frankly, Kiss took a bad shot and then wasn't going to be denied.
John Quee gives it up. Nearly a turnover, spin move. And that's going to be a turnover for the Mount. 4:06 to go. Dan, this Bryant team has never lost a game at home this season. They're one of 10 Division I schools to go 10-0 or better at home, and yet they're down 6 with 4 minutes to go in the first half of the finals. What's the Mount done so well in this first half?
One thing, offensively, they've offensive rebounded. They've been very good on the offensive glass. Defensively, I think Mount St. Mary's has done a very good job of guarding their own for the most part. Like right here, all right? You guarded your own. He still made the shot, but you didn't have to help. Kiss coming on is going to be huge because he can, as he just did there, jump over you no matter where your defensive positioning is. He just went right over.
And Dan, to your point, Mount St. Mary's leads the rebounding category 21-12. Another bucket by Akopu from close range. He has 8.
Well, the other thing they're doing offensively, when they go to zone, they're figuring it out. And whether it is Chung Kui on the perimeter making the right pass or Akopu making the bucket or getting things done in the middle of a zone, they've been terrific against either defense.
Now here's Hurtado working on Akopu. Off the window, the foul's going to be called on the Mountaineers.
Some guys make basketball easy. Some guys make basketball like work. Chung Kui, the kid right here, number 15. Watch this. He's going to get it back, take his time, and just make the right play. It's easy. Young players, make the game easy.
SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Save, spend, borrow, invest, and earn cashback rewards, all in one app. That's how you get your money right with SoFi.
Cornette, Farnham, Crispin coming up on the Audi halftime report. ACC tournament underway. Duke poised for a run, potentially. Some other bids to update you on some champ games. What are you seeing in this one, Farney?
Tempo and flow. I think the tempo of this flow and flow of this game, Mount St. Mary's is exactly where they want the pacing of this game to be.
I think Mount St. Mary's is playing well, but I look at Bryant and I see a team that has this casual swagger, but not edge. At some point, you got to flip the switch. Championship level game.
Tempo and flow, rhythm and flow was a great movie, by the way. Back to you, Rich, and Double D.
Was that Jordan Cornette or was that Siskel and Ebert with the movie review on Hustle and Flow? But to their point, you know, you talk about playing with an edge. Look at all these teams, these mid-major teams. So many bid takers out there already. 7 different #1 seeds, Dan, have already gone down in their conference tournaments. Teams like Liberty advanced, though, Winthrop, Loyola, UNC Greensboro, they're all #1 seeds. But the App States of the world, the Moorhead States of the world, and one of these 2 teams that we're talking about tonight are going to be going into the NCAA tournament looking to be Cinderella.
To the point that John Crispin was making, I had a chance to talk to 3 of those coaches, the Winthrop coach, the Moorhead coach and Porter Mosier at Loyola, and all three, I had them on my radio show, and all three talked about toughness. You know, not, okay, we make shots, toughness, and that's the edge that John's talking about right there, and I agree with him right now. Bryant can't feel bad about this, but they need to tighten up on the backboard, and they need to tighten up things like recovering the shooters, and those things are toughness things.
Elijah grabs the loose ball. Here comes Bryant trying to make it a one-possession ball game. And it's blocked by Opoku.
Opoku has played great. Like, he's sprinting the floor, blocking shots, offensive rebound, playing in the middle of the zone. Arthur Murray dancing, make all his own clothes. He's a whiz in the kitchen. The dude does everything. Look at the face guard on the left-hand side.
They leave Offram alone, and he makes them pay. 11 now for MtStMarys.
This is a big man's game for Mount St. Mary's. You know, we talked about the guards, Chung-Kui, but no, this is a big man's game.
We talked to Jared Grasso, head coach for Bryant, before this, and he said the one thing that he is at a disadvantage with is the fact that he couldn't coach his team against bigs that Mount St. Mary's has. They don't have them on the Bryant roster. And without these teams having played each other in the regular season, Bryant's not used to this kind of size.
They're not, and he was very clear about that. Okay, how do you do? Well, you play harder on the backboard, you block out tighter, and you whip the ball around a little bit to negate the size. Like, that's about the fourth non-block out right there for the block father getting another bucket. Oh, wait, that was Jefferson.
That was Jefferson. An 8-point Mount St. Mary's lead, matching their largest of the game. Here's Green trying to knock down his first three. Still unlucky. Under a minute to go. And a timeout is called, and we will step aside with the game as well. We're back in 30 seconds to wrap up the first half of the NEC Championship.
With the Capital One Venture Card, you earn unlimited double miles on every purchase every day.
Objection! My credit card doesn't earn double miles on every purchase.
Overruled. With the Venture Card, it's every purchase. What's in your wallet?
Hey, the big men of Mount St. Mary's have been absolutely terrific. And Offram here has been the best of the best. He's really done everything. He's ran the floor. You see here, he dunks on everybody. He's played in the middle of the floor. You see here with a jump shot. He has been, actually, he's been the difference in the game. We built this as a point guard type matchup, a guard matchup, but Offram has been the difference with 11 and 6. And more important than all that, his energy in playing everywhere, all over the floor, has been terrific on both ends.
8-1 advantage for the Mount in offensive rebounds. MtStMarys Offram, a big reason why. Chung-Kui misses. Kiss grabs it. Here's Nathaniel Stokes, number 4 in white, gives it up to Kiss. And the bounce pass is picked off. Loose ball. Pride comes away with it. Try for three is good.
Boy, is that a big play, because Jefferson made a great defensive play, protecting the basket, getting a hand, forcing a loose ball, and Pride knocks it in. Pride's keeping Bryant around.
4 for 6 from 3 for Charles Pride. The rest of the team has made just 1 3 the entire half. Last shot time. Chung-Kui. Off the mark. The follow doesn't go, but the 4th seeded Mount St. Mary's Mountaineers, so far their lowest half of the season, just 29 points in the title game.
Rich, you got 17 points a game out of Michael Green, you know, and right now you got nothing. And that has to change. Leading scorer in a tournament, in a final, got to make shots.
Bryant trying to make history. They've never been to the NCAA tournament before. The Mount has a tradition in the NEC. They're looking to make their 5th trip to the big dance. Here's Reeves for 3. Off the back iron, Kiss the rebound and gets fouled. That's rebound number 8 for Peter Kiss.
You know, Rich, we talk about blocking out, right? That was a great block out by Charles Pride, which enabled Kiss to come over and rebound. Kiss has the kind of body where he needs to get 6 to 8 rebounds in the second half if Bryant's going to win the game.
Well, you can see the goals that Jared Grasso sets for his Bulldogs offense, and they are nowhere near reaching those goals after the first 20 minutes. And yet they're just down 5, Dan.
Look at how clogged the lane is. Look at how there's just bodies everywhere, and there's your steal.
Picked off. Here's Offram in the open court. Left hand, no. And the follow, they come up empty too. Now Green on the other end. And he finds a way to get it down.
Oh.
Now wait, they might have called the foul before the shot.
They did. Oh. Let's have a look.
I don't know.
That is under the classification as a god-awful call.
He was a blur.
And that's a game-changing call. Green's going to get a chance to get his first bucket in, get feeling good, get a 3-point play, get it back to 2, and it's all negated by bad call. Well, I'm telling you, this zone
points
here.
A game. Up and not in, but Malik Jefferson fouled by Hall Elijahs. So Malik Jefferson had himself a busy first half, 5 points, 7 rebounds. Now he's got 8 rebounds and is going to the line to shoot 2. And he, as well as his twin brother Jalen, who's on the roster for Dan Engelstead, they've got basketball in their DNA, Dan.
Yeah, their father was on the great Rhode Island team of Jim Herrick. There they are. Catino Mobley, Torrey Jefferson, Tyson. Well, I remember that team. I'm telling you what, I remember that team picking up, getting after people. You see Larry Farmer, former UCLA coach, one of the assistants on the right.
Good call.
The team got after people.
Jefferson 1 for 2. They made the Elite 8 that year in 1998, only to lose to Stanford. Now Torrey Jefferson watching his son Malik and the Mount try to punch their ticket to the big dance. And there's Malik with his 9th rebound, and he took a shot to the kisser.
A lot of frustration. I mean, major league frustration by Peter Kiss right there. Shot didn't go in. He went in, got into Jefferson. He didn't try to hit him, but you could just see the frustration. Again, Rich, watch this shot here, okay? Let's see if we see the whole shot. You're going to see, look at all of these guys. Look at all the blue jerseys around the basketball. Now, I believe right there he got him in the face to start it. But I'm telling you, the blue jerseys around the basket on the drive and being able to get out and pressure shooters has been sensational by MtStMarys.
Bryant trying some full court pressure, handled by the Mountaineers. Here's Chankwi. Found a seam but couldn't get it to go.
If I'm Bryant, I'm not letting the ball stop. Just keep reversing it, keep driving it, shoot it. There you go.
Kiss with an easy lay-in off the baseline.
Yeah, you don't want to play half-court offense against MtStMarys today. Maybe the next day, but not today. They're too locked in. How do you beat it? You just keep the ball popping.
Peter Kiss leads the team in steals, almost had one there. Offram, left hand, no. Another offensive rebound by the Mount, but it's taken away by Hurtado. Kiss, nice bounce pass, pinned by Apoku.
What a block!
Defense beats offense that time, Dan Dockich.
I thought it was a dead layup. That's the kind of night Green's having, but Apoku just swatted it off glass.
Chankwi, deep three, got it.
What a 5-point swing right there. I mean, what hustle by Opoku.
Just the third three-pointer by the Mount, but they have a 7-point lead. Bartone, the rebound. Jonqui lost it. Now Kiss picks up the trash and puts it in.
I love
Peter
what Kiss is
double
doing.
Digits.
Yeah, Rich, Peter Kiss is just balling. He is competing his brains out. And you know what needs to happen? Everybody else needs to forget about themselves. I think Green maybe a little bit into himself. Do what Kiss is doing. Play hard for the next 4 minutes and just see what happens. Kiss is playing hard. Wildly hard.
10 points, 9 boards for Peter Kiss. But his team down 5, 4 minutes gone by in the championship game in the NEC. Here's Damian Jonqui, gives it up to his big man, Opoku. Jonqui, another 3. This time it's off the back iron. And a double-double now for Peter Kiss.
Yeah, he came and got the rebound. He's going to have to rebound the entire half. Good job on the block out, but he's got to go get the ball.
Chance to make it a one-possession ball game again. And Kiss with the kiss.
Great play by Green. Green was going to the rim, drew the defense, got off balance, found Kiss, and Kiss, what a difference just playing hard makes.
6 points already in the second half for Peter Kiss, putting his Bryant Bulldogs teammates on his back. 3-point game. Opoku out to the perimeter and a foul on the shot. And we have a timeout with 15:06 to go. When we come back, the story of courage, of perseverance, and of bravery on Damian Jonqui.
SoFi is a one-stop shop for your finances, designed to work better together. Save, spend, borrow, invest, and earn cashback rewards, all in one app. That's how you get your money right with SoFi.
Smallest player on the floor, Damian Jonqui, comes in at just 5'8", but the biggest heart would also be Damian Jonqui. Comes from Baltimore. His mom was murdered in 2002. His father paralyzed due to a gunshot wound in 2010. And Damian Jonqui essentially had to help his father recover from those gunshot wounds. They lived in a first-floor apartment, Dan, and then once he started his physical therapy, they had to move, and Damian Jonqui had to carry his father up 3 flights of stairs every single day. He said, my dad raised me, but after he was paralyzed, I felt like he was the baby and I was the adult. All of that surrounding Damian Jonqui, and now he's turning out to be a top-tier player for MtStMarys.
Yeah, and when you're talking about Jonqui, you're not talking about 6'8", 240-pound kid carrying his father. You know, I mean, you're talking about a kid that's little, so little, in fact, that nobody would take a chance on him to play Division I or Division II except MtStMarys, and what a decision that was for everybody. I mean, Jonqui has become, you know, kind of a cult hero because of the way he plays and how good he is late in the game. The coaches love him. He'll end up being a coach probably, but what a great story.
Leads the team in scoring, leads the team in assists and in free throw shooting. And right now he's 15 minutes away from a dream being realized, taking his MtStMarys Mountaineers to the NCAA tournament.
This is where you get in trouble against MtStMarys. Right there, the ball stops. And the help side defense is just too good. You think you have a gap, and here comes somebody, one of the bigs, to just swat you. Ball has to move if you're going to be successful against St. Mary's.
They go inside, then back out. Deep 3, and Jonqui on cue.
Got to lose that zone. That zone has done nothing because Opoku has gotten in the middle of it and absolutely destroyed it with making good decisions that time to Chung Kui. Look at the lane. Look at how clogged the lane is. And now they get back to shooters. That's good defense.
10 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Nice drive by Pride, but he comes up short, and another rebound from Malik Jefferson.
You know, one of the things broadcasters do is they don't tell you why enough. All right, here's what you're seeing defensively. The lane is clogged. And when you hustle and get back to the shooters, that's why the defense is effective, and you got to get out of this zone because Opoku is killing it.
10 for Opoku, 10 for Chung Kui, 11 for Mezi Offerman, and the lead is the largest of the game for the Mount.
This three is set up because the guy playing in the middle, right here, Opoku, takes his shot down opposite, and we look straight out. You take your time. Young players get so in a hurry when they get in the middle of a defense. You have the advantage with the ball in the middle of a zone or man-to-man, so take your time. And Opoku, this is as good a performance in the middle of a zone as I've seen all year, Rich.
Mezi Opoku. Or Nana Opoku, rather. He's got 10 points. And finally, Bryant gets back in the scoring column. Now 17 for Charles Pride.
He's the only guy. Somebody's got to join the fray on the perimeter.
5 triples for Pride. Coming up on 7 minutes gone by. Another deep three. That one's way off the mark for Chung Kui. He's not shy, Dan.
No, not at all. I mean, it's a good look, and you know he has confidence. Just a little wide right. For our producer, little Scott Norwood.
That wasn't fair. Seven minutes gone by in the NEC championship game. Bryant has never danced in the big dance. They're the number 2 seed. But it's Mount St. Mary's coming in to enemy territory with a 7-point lead now and 12+ minutes to go. Look at that rebound attempt, but they come up empty. Here come the Bryant Bulldogs. Here's another 3 ball. That one's short, didn't touch anything.
I think it was partially blocked. I think the hustle by Bartone, he got out there, and I think he blocked that just by simple hustle. Look at this. Opposite.
Opoku again.
He was going to go opposite. The defense went. He said, no, I'm going to sit down and dominate around the rim. I'm telling you, you will not see a better player in the middle of his zone than Opoku is tonight.
He's 6 for 12 from the field, and he has 4 blocks on the other end. And Bryant struggling to score, and you don't say that very often against the Bryant Bulldogs.
No, they think they have a drive, and it closes quick. Here's Opoku again.
Nice start and stop by Offerman. And bodies are flying on the floor of the other end. There's a tough take, and again.
How about that play by Chung Kui? Chung Kui sprinted, got down, smallest guy in the court, influenced the drive just by jumping straight up, and then got on the floor and got the ball back. Oh!
The Mount with their largest lead of the game. Can't add to it there. That one's tracked down by Stokes. Loose ball. Here's Kiss. Gives it up. Childs off the window.
Nothing easy. Even there, Chung Kui was back and made Stokes go off balance. Look, I don't care how little you are. I don't care how big you are. You got to hustle. And Chung Kui, watch this. He is the smallest guy. He influences here without fouling. Ball's loose. His head's up. He's looking. He sees. He reacts. And who's first to the floor? Chung Kui. This kid is dynamite.
So far, I literally really changed my life. When I refinanced with SoFi, that allowed me to pay off aggressively and save without breaking my back or breaking the bank.
Rich Hollenberg, Dan Dockich at the NEC Championship. Let's take a closer look at the bracket for the Phillips 66 Big 12 tournament in Kansas City. And Dan, before they even tip it up, the big headline coming out of Kansas City is Kansas big man David McCormick out of the conference tournament.
Yeah, that's big because I talked to Bill Self about a week ago, and he really liked David McCormick and others in terms of their defensive intensity and defensive understanding. So that is huge news coming out. I expect Baylor to win the tournament, but, you know, who would ever be surprised, right, if Kansas won that thing? But without McCormick, man, that's going to be tough.
Mezi Offerum's going to inbounds against some full court pressure. Bryant trying to do anything to turn the tide. It's been Mount St. Mary's from almost the jump. Here's Damian Chong-Kui, guarded by Michael Green. Chong-Kui with the left hand, and he rolls it in.
Well, he's
got a dozen.
Just kept the defender on his right hip, which freed up his left hand on the left side. That's really quite an easy shot for a guy like Chong-Kui. That's something he's worked on and had to do his whole life, really.
Kiss. He started out with 6 points in the second half, but he's been quiet ever since. We have another quick timeout to take, 51-40.
Every time
We're not taking a timeout.
Every time you think you're open for a drive, it just closes. Just watch. Don't watch the ball. Watch the interior here of the team in blue, Mount St. Mary's. Look at their bigs. They're in the lane and they're ready. Here they come.
Tough take by Michael Green, and Green is finally in the scoring column.
That's as late as they have been, but you know what? Pete Newell, the legendary coach, told me one time, great guards make people disappear. And Green made the defense disappear right there.
Quick timeout. We're back right after this.
Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them.
Save me some cheddar.
Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Chock full of Champ Week presented by SoFi. We are in Smithfield, Rhode Island, about 1,600 miles away. Coming up next on ESPN2 from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Oral Roberts taking on North Dakota State. Now, as we're watching this game in a relatively empty Chase Athletic Center, this is what's going on at the Bryant football field at Burns Stadium. They had a watch party. 500 fans were able to go watch this game. So Dan Dockich on a football scoreboard. Scary thought, huh? But they're watching right now, and right now their team is down 9 with 10 minutes to go in the championship game.
Well, as long as it's not too close and as long as it's not too much HD, then you're fine. But what those guys are saying is, Coach, get out of this zone. Let's go man-to-man and take our chances, because Coach Grasso and Bryant is getting destroyed. And then you got to free up, and you hope right here, Michael Green III, you hope that this bucket and a subsequent free throw gets him going. Because let's be honest, he's a leading scorer. Leading scorers have to play big in games of this magnitude. And maybe this three-point play will get him going.
There's Peter Kiss with a double-double, 12 points, 10 boards. Charles Pride leads the Bulldogs in scoring with 17, courtesy of 5 3-pointers on 7 3-point attempts. And Michael Green now in the scoring column for the first time with 3. Bulldogs down 8, coming up on 10 minutes to go. They're looking for their first ever trip to the NCAA tournament. If the Mount pulls off the upset, it'll be their 6th time to the big dance. Oh. And an offensive foul called on Pride.
Maybe. I mean, you can still be moving as long as you're squared. I think that's a bad call. Now I look at it from that angle. There's just too much movement moving into the ball handler. To me, that's either a no call or you got to make it a defensive call, take it out. That's tough.
Looks like Bryant has switched to a man-to-man, following Dan Dokic's advice.
Well, you had to. Now you got to play this right there.
And the foul called, and Mezi Offram will go to the line and shoot a pair.
Offram is bigger and stronger, really, than anybody on the court right now, other than the postman for Bryant. I mean, he just is. And he brings the ball down the floor. Then he gets it in a position where once he gets in the lane, he's just too big and strong. And you're going to foul him, or he's going to get a bucket, or it's going to be both.
Offram off on the first. 13 points, 7 rebounds so far for number 13 in blue, the 6'8 junior from Germantown. Transferred from George Washington in his first season at the Mount and averages just 9 points a game. Tonight, in the biggest game of his career, he's got 13.
He's been great. And he's been great on both ends. You know, most guys, obviously, that play at Mount St. Mary's, they know about defense, right? That's what they hang their hat on. But in a game like this, you're going to need somebody to play offensively, and Offram has.
So they're checking to see who the foul is on right now. Remember, Peter Kiss is playing with 3, and if they get that on him, that's 4, and there's still 9.5 minutes to go. That would be bad news for Jared Grosso.
Well, Kiss foul is on number 5, Pride, but
okay.
Rich, you cannot let a big, strong, athletic guy that can handle a basketball in the middle of the lane. And Peter Kiss, by doing that, exposed his teammate to a foul. You've got to keep him on a side. You have two different defenders to help you, your own defender and the sideline. You cannot let guys into the middle of the lane.
So Offram missed the first. Here's his second free throw attempt. And it's good. 14 for Offram. Lead is back to 9 for Mount St. Mary's. Green,
what great
probing.
Defense.
Gave it up to Pride. 10 on the shot clock for the Bulldogs. Now Pride goes baseline, off the window.
Boy, what great defense for about 25 seconds, and then Pride just got a little bit lower and was able to get to the rim. Now, if you're Mount St. Mary's, try to get fouled in the middle of the lane. Get something going to the rim where you can attack the backboard as well.
Bryant trying to ratchet up the defensive intensity. Chankwi makes it look easy.
Bad angles. You got to square your shoulders against Chankwi. You can't give him a direct line going right or left to the basket. You can't do it. Any of these guys.
14 points, 7 rebounds, 4 assists for Damian Chankwi. Here's Pride. Another 3.
That was a tough shot. That was a lot of pride in that shot. He's the guy playing now. Let's see if you can keep him out of the lane.
A season high 22 for Charles Pride. Where would Bryant be without him?
Down 20.
You ain't joking. Knocked away, bodies fly. Here comes Pride in transition. Inside, and one opportunity for Hall Elijahs.
What a great decision by Childs not to just jack up a shot and get it to Elijahs. Holy smokes. You got to square your shoulders, Rich. See the angle they're going to give him right? Watch this. See that? Look at that angle. You're going right to the rim. You cannot do that against Chankwi or anyone. Hey, Childs Pride, little step back jack. We got a ball game, Rich.
For 175 years, New York Life has been helping people act on their love.
Okay.
So they can look back and say, we did good.
Cornette Crispin studio update. Notre Dame Wake. Notre Dame 9-point favorites, trailing to Wake by 6.
Yeah, Wake's doing a good job moving the basketball, playing with a ton of confidence. Yeah, Isaiah Musius has 20 points and 8 rebounds. They're playing as if they're the better team right now. Good for Steve Forbes.
Rich, Dan, back to you.
Thanks, Jordan. Coming up on Selection Sunday at 7 Eastern on ESPN, Bracketology with Reese, Jay, Fawn, Seth, and Dickie V. They'll break down the brackets, special guests. SportsCenter starts us off at 5:15 as Reese and the guys reveal the NCAA men's field of 68. And one of these two teams from the Northeast Conference will be representing. All of a sudden, Bryant, with a quick flurry in the second half, has made this a one-possession ball game. Here's Chongqui, picked off by Pride. And all alone, Charles Pride off the window.
Well, they switched it up. They went man-to-man, and the whole game changed. I love this pickup. You got to make Mount St. Mary's uncomfortable. Not a great offensive team, so don't let them be comfortable.
Coming up on 7 minutes to go till a champion in the NEC is crowned. And another ticket punched for the big dance.
Key here,
don't foul. Bryant run.
Don't foul if you're Bryant.
Blocked by Elijahs. The last lead for Bryant was 10-8 in the first half. And they were that close to regaining the lead. In and out from Kiss.
Rich, reason I say don't foul, you can tell Mount St. Mary's is in a good time out here. Mount St. Mary's has nowhere to go offensively, so do not bail them out. Now, if you're Mount St. Mary's, you got to expose Bryant to fouls by the post or the drive.
Whoa, Susan.
Oh, I'm looking for coupon codes.
Well, Capital One Shopping instantly searches for available coupon codes and automatically applies them.
Save me some cheddar.
Capital One Shopping. It's kind of genius. What's in your wallet?
Alongside Dan Dockich, Rich Hollenberg, an 8-0 run for the Bryant Bulldogs, the 5th highest scoring team in Division I basketball. What have they done to get their engine running again, Dan?
They started playing man-to-man defense. They sped up Mount St. Mary's, and Mount St. Mary's hasn't been able to get any good looks. And because they've gone man-to-man, it's made it more difficult, number one. But their hands have been involved, number two, and they've come up with the basketball.
And Charles Pride is turning out to have the game of his life. 24 points for Pride, including 6 triples. Chongqui. And they're going to call a foul, even though Bryant wanted the traveling call.
Well, they made a mistake, and this is something that when you get going on a run, man, you got to understand, you don't have to guard Chongqui this close. You don't. They're right up into it and off balance, and now you end up being behind and fouling, kind of a ticky-tack foul, but you can give him a little bit of room out on the perimeter as long as you square your shoulders and keep him in front.
Chongqui, the best free throw shooter on this team, 81%. That's his first free throw of the night. He's got 15, and we're about a minute and a half away, Dan, from Chongqui time. Yeah. He has been Mr. Clutch for the Mount St. Mary Mountaineers this season.
He's no joke late, and he has a confidence. What do you want me to do? You want me to shoot him in? Okay. You want me to steal it from you? Okay. You want me to go to the free throw line? I'm going to be about 95% late in the game. It's a weapon. This kid's a weapon. He didn't even hit the rim. He didn't even hit the net on those 2 free throws.
Get this, in the last 5 minutes of games, Dan, he averages 7 points on 54% from the field, 67% from 3, and 86% from the free throw line. That ball knocked out of bounds. Whose possession is it? It's going to be Mount St. Mary's basketball.
Same thing here. If you're Mount St. Mary's, you've got to expose Bryant to the foul. Doesn't need to be a quick 3.
If you're Mount St. Mary's, Keep the ball in this kid's hands.
Yeah, keep it in their hand, but expose them to a foul. Inside, reverse the ball. Or you're running it down, you're going to go one-on-one, or you're going to bring a ball screen. Either one. Here's a ball screen. You can't let him go right. Man.
And Chankwi is going to go back to the free throw line, and if that's a foul on Peter Kiss, that's number 4.
It's a cardinal rule when you get a ball screen. I know they want to force Chankwi right, but it hasn't worked in this game. So force him to more people, which is where the ball screen defender is. He keeps getting beat away. The defense for Bryant keeps getting beat away from the screen. And then you foul. Make him play in traffic. Little guys have to be able to play in traffic.
Damian Chankwi has played every minute of this championship game.
Yeah, it hasn't hit the net yet with the free throw. The kid's so clutch.
He's got 18 now, and his team is up 5. Here's a nice drive with the left hand off the mark. Elijah's with the follow.
What a great follow. He tipped it up with his left hand off the backboard and went and got it. That is nowhere near as easy as he made that look, Rich. That was terrific.
5.5 to go. These teams have not met this year due to COVID cancellations. Last year, MtStMarys swept Bryant. Both games, 1-possession ball games, like this one. Chankwi takes it himself and gets it. Mr. Clutch again.
Hey, man, I don't care if you make me go right, you make me go left. I'm going to drill you either way. That's unbelievable.
It's Dame time.
Yeah. Wow. Hey, there's nothing wrong with this defense. They made him go to the ball screen. You see Kiss is right there. All right. Now, you got him squared up, but hey, guess you could say, well, his hand's down, right? That's bad defense. I don't know. That's just great offense by a clutch kid.
Damian Chankwi has the last 9 MtStMarys points. That one was blocked. The follow is pinned. And Opoku got the block.
Man, Opoku has been terrific. Alfram has been terrific, and Chankwi's done the thing on offense that everybody expects him to do, which is dominate. All in the middle.
They found him underneath. Oh, and that's a block by Elijah's. Wild shot, empty. Here come the Bulldogs. Elijah's, no. And the foul is going to go on Peter Kiss. And with 4 minutes to go in the championship game, the leading scorer for the Bryant Bulldogs has fouled out.
What happened to his clothes?
Peter Kiss leaving some laundry on the floor. So Kiss fouls out, 12 points, 13 rebounds, but his team is down by 2 possessions. It's 61-55 MtStMarys, and they're shooting free throws. Here's Jefferson at the line, gets the first.
Watch this, let's see. Fouled out, he's playing hard. You can tell, I've never seen this. I've been around college basketball.
Have.
Never.
Yes, you have. Dennis Rodman. All the time, bro.
Robbie Hummel just sent me a text. I love Peter Kiss going Dennis. I've never seen that in college, ever.
So now the lead is back up to 8. Can Bryant find another gear in the final 3 minutes and 40 seconds? They come up empty there. Here's Chong Kui in transition.
You think he's going to make a mistake? No chance. Back it out, figure it out. He's trying to win.
It's game time, Dan.
You know, people say, well, of course he's trying to win. No, I've heard broadcasters say, well, you should heat check that. Look at the middle of that zone.
Timeout, Bryant. Damian Chong Kui taking this game over with 9 of the last 13 points. And the Mount is up 10 and 322 away from dancing. ESPN's exclusive presentation of college basketball is brought to you by SoFi. Get your money right.
Whoa. The Capital One Quicksilver card does not need a dog and pony show. It's simple. Unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase with no annual fee. No need to jump through any crazy hoops. What's in your wallet?
That's unbelievable.
You never know in the NEC. We've already seen some laundry on the floor.
Hey,
well,
I remember watching the Cornette boys playing for Mike Price's AAU team. They had some disappointing losses, but I think they kept the garments on. Holy cow. I've never seen that in a college basketball game ever. I've seen some stuff. I've seen chairs thrown. I've seen some things, but I ain't never seen no stuff like that.
Here's Pride working. He's been the main scoring threat this evening for the Bryant Bulldogs, but they find themselves down 10 on their home floor where they haven't lost all season long. And now their top scorer, Peter Kiss, forced to watch on the bench after having fouled out. And he could barely stand to watch, Dan.
Yeah, he gave everything. I mean, I'll give him this. Like, that was pure. That wasn't for show. You know what I mean, Rich? That wasn't like, oh, I'm going to act like some. No, that was absolutely pure emotion by a kid. I said it earlier in the game. He's playing so hard, he's a little wild. So, hey, I don't fault the kid for caring that much and playing that hard. I don't fault him at all.
Charles Pride has tied his career high with 25. But the Bulldogs are down 9, and the ball's in the hands of one of the most clutch performers in college basketball, number 15 in blue, Damian Chong Kui. And if you're Dan Engelstad, you like your chances right now, Dan Dockich.
Oh, no question. You know a good decision is going to be made. It's just a matter of whether this goes in or not. Not a great decision.
And in transition, here come the Bulldogs.
Somebody got to get the ball to Green. Green's got to go. I don't care who's guarding you. You just got to go here. You're the guy. Go. Get fouled.
He's got it. Off the window. Green for 2.
There's a legendary football coach named Tom Moore. He's coached everybody. Well, everybody learns from Tom Moore, and he coined the phrase, players, not plays, late in the game. Hey, look, Green, you're our guy. You got to go, period. Chong Kui's doing it on his end. Green's got to do it on this end.
.2:17 to go. 1 timeout remaining for Bryant. 1 timeout left for the Mount.
This absolutely killed Bryant, this zone, because our guy, Opoku, was just dynamite in it, finding the right guy. I mean, number 22 was in the middle of the zone, and he ate it up, whether it was him scoring, feeding, dropping it down, rebounding. This is as good a middle of the zone play as I have seen all year in college basketball, and is well taught by the coaching staff of MtStMarys. Fantastic job by that kid right there, a lot of which will not show up in the scoreboard.
And yet, Nana Opoku with 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 5 blocks, Dan.
Yeah, he's been terrific.
Total team effort by MtStMarys. 2:17 away, and a timeout called by MtStMarys. That's their last time out of the game.
7 points, 2:15, no big deal. 2:17. It's a big deal, but you got a lot of time. You can get this done if you're Bryant. You got to play smart.
Well, coming up at 9 Eastern over on ESPN, the West Coast Conference Championship game from Las Vegas. Can Gonzaga finish undefeated heading into the field of 68. They'll have to take on the 2 seed in the WCC, BYU, if they want to remain undefeated.
Hey, Rich, the bat mitzvah dream is over. I know we're supposed to talk Gonzaga. Elon lost. My son's bet with me when he was like 10 at my niece's bat mitzvah that he would coach on a team at a mid-major level going to the tournament. The bet rages on. Gonzaga is really good. There are voodoo dolls in Bloomington where they're trying to poke holes in Gonzaga because Indiana, being the last undefeated team in college basketball in 1976, Indiana, not the players, but the coaches, Coach Knight in particular, takes that very seriously. But this team in Gonzaga, I believe, will win the night by double digits. They'll go into the tournament undefeated. Whether they can get it done remains to be seen. But they're so dynamic on both ends, and offensively, you're going to have to score 90 to beat them.
Last time a team went into the Big Dance undefeated was the 2014-15 Kentucky Wildcats. They ended up losing in the Final Four to Wisconsin that year. If there is a weakness for Gonzaga, what is that weakness? How could you beat them?
Well, I think, and again, I don't know that this is a weakness, but if you can get them in a close game late, they haven't been in a lot of close games. They played a lot of good teams, and they've blown them out. I mean, going back to playing Iowa and South Dakota, back before Christmas or around Christmas, they've blown everybody out. So you get them in a close game. Maybe you're used to playing in close games. They're not. But structurally, they're the best team in the country.
Closest game they had this year was against West Virginia. I think the spread was 5 in that game.
And that was a while ago.
Yeah. 2:08 to go here in Smithfield, Rhode Island. The site of the NEC championship game, the home court for Jared Grosso and the Bryant Bulldogs, but they have trailed most of this contest, and they find themselves down 8 with 2:08 to go.
If you don't score here, the game's going to be over. You better go get a bucket, fouled, whatever.
Green, in and out. And the rebound at Jefferson. The first ever title game appearance for the Bryant Bulldogs, and they were flying high, coming off a 30-point semifinal win, playing on their home floor, undefeated at home this season. And all MtStMarys has done has come in and slammed the door.
Wow.
And a bailout foul.
That is the perfect offensive possession for MtStMarys. Clock down to 1 or 2. You foul. Rich, so many times in that situation, the offensive team takes a bad long shot, and it's a long rebound, and next thing you know, Bryant takes it down, scores in a couple seconds. You know what I mean? So even if he misses these, it's going to take longer for St. Mary's to get down the floor and score because you're starting from a stop.
Remember back yesterday when we spoke with Dan Engelstad about his team, and you asked him, what's the identity of this team? And he told us, he asked his players that, and the words that they used were gritty, tough, and of course, defense. And they've exhibited all of those things tonight. That one is good, a 3. And it's a 2-possession ball game with 1:18 to go.
All right,
Charles Pride continues to pour it in.
Now it gets a little interesting. Now I'm not letting Chung Kui have the basketball if I cannot, right? I mean, this is a heck of a play here, tipping it out. That's an unbelievably great play by Elias's, and a great shot. I'm not letting Chung Kui get the basketball. I am going to make Opoku get the basketball, and I'm swearing I would foul him immediately.
1:18 to go. Let's check in with the studio and Jordan Cornette.
Let's check in. Notre Dame, Wake Forest. This one all knotted up. Cormac Ryan, take me through it here.
Yeah, great defense. And I was yelling, Jenkins! 2016 in Houston. Same play Villanova ran to get that championship one. Well, Notre Dame advances.
Guy's name's Trey for a reason. Trey Wirtz gets it done. Villanova 2016 title game vibe. Rich, Dan.
Yep, it's March, Dan Dockich.
Oh, man.
And that is just the beginning. First round of the ACC tournament, and already fireworks, buzzer beaters. Maybe we see one here in Smithfield, Rhode Island. Bryant refusing to go away quietly, but they trail 67-61, looking to make their first ever big dance.
I am fouling number 22 if I can. If he gets the basketball, I am going to foul him. Why? Because the other guys are good free throw shooters. Look, I don't care whether Chunkwee has made free throws, which he has. I'm not letting him get it. 45% right here. But I'm trapping first. And if I'm trapping, I'm not running to the three-point line if I get a steal. I'm running to get a layup.
They pressure, don't foul, and Chunkwee gets it.
You got to trap him and get the ball out of his hands. There you go. Don't foul him. Just trap him.
What happens if you can't trap him? But they turned it over.
Yes, a third defender was the sideline. That doesn't happen very often. You're going to see great move. Just keep your feet moving, show your hands, and it goes off of Chunkwee. Now, you just got to get points. Like, I would love a three, particularly from Pride, if his feet are clicking, if his shoulders are square. But don't force anything here. You can get a three-point play going to the rim, Rich.
Charles Pride has about 2/3 of the points for Bryant tonight. 28 points, 7 threes. Here he is. He's got 8. 31 for Pride.
I'm not fouling now.
And it's a three-point game.
Holy smoke. Yeah, try to trap. Might as well, but don't foul if you are Bryant.
They get the ball in. Here's Offram bringing it up the left side. And the foul by Pride.
And like I said, take a tough shot. It don't matter because Charles Pride's on fire. Did I say don't do that? What do I know? He drilled it.
Charles Pride has 8 3-pointers tonight. The rest of the team, 0. They're 8 for 24 as a team. Charles Pride has almost single-handedly kept his team in this game. And the free throw is good. That's a big one from Mezi Offram.
Rich, I got to ask you, am I missing something? They tried to foul him, a 70% free throw shooter. I don't get why you would do that. I know you want to, extend the game, but it's only a 3-point game, and there's plenty of time.
Another big free throw from Offram. And now under a minute to go, 5-point lead for MtStMarys. See if they try for a quick bucket. A quick 2. Green almost had a chance at a 3-point play.
All right, let's see. Now.
Well, we've told you before, MtStMarys has been to the dance before. If they win tonight, it'll be their 6th trip and their first since 2017. Bryant, they've never put the slippers on yet. No dance shoes for them. This would be their first NCAA tournament.
All right, Rich, you make this one. It's a 3-point game. Maybe that's just their strategy by Coach Grasso to keep fouling and continue the game. Fine, if that is. If it's not, you switch everything, you press, and you go for a steal. Now, if you don't get the steal, you trap. And as the ball comes across half court, if it does, you trap again. Because it has not been, the ball handling by St. Mary's has been very suspect. You got to trap right here.
They trap in the corner. That's Thomas.
Trap right here. I'd foul him.
And they do. And Malik Jefferson, a 46% free throw shooter, will go to the line with 29.4 to go. Both teams out of timeouts. MtStMarys shooting 2 free throws.
Hey, Pride's letting his team know I got control of this. That's pretty good by Pride. He wanted something said, and he let his team know we're going to listen to me, and everybody based on how he's played should listen to him. Here's the deal. If it's a 4-point game, go to the rim. It's a 5-point game, see what you got.
Huge free throw from Malik Jefferson.
But don't jack up. A miss here, the game is over. So make sure you put either an open look or a drive where you potentially can get a 3-point play. If you can get this to 1 somehow, or 2 actually, then you got to make 2 free throws to make it a 2-possession game. That's big.
1 for 2, 4-point game, 27 seconds left.
Got to go to the rim.
Pride. He's got 31. Make it 33 for Charles Pride.
All right, now, why is that big? You got to make 2 free throws to make it a 2-possession game. Trap twice, then foul if you can. There you go, better yet.
And they foul right away. The worst free throw shooter on the team, that's Nana Opoku, going to the line and shooting 2.
Reason I said trap twice simply is you don't want to get a first trap with Chung Kui. You didn't want him to have the ball. Great drive. Now it's a 2-point game. There's way more pressure on a guy having to make 2 free throws, the worst shooter on the team, to make it a 2-possession game. If he misses both, you go to the rim.
Nana Opoku is 2 for 4 from the free throw line tonight. He makes the first.
Same thing here. If he makes this one, you go get 2. I mean, if you get a 3, great, but you go get 2 and you put another game pressure on Opoku or anybody.
Bryant is 8 for 24 from 3. They're the best 3-point shooting team in the NEC, one of the best in the nation. But Charles Pride is the only one on Bryant who's made a 3 tonight. Now they're down 4. Here's Green. Missed it. Mount rebounds. And MtStMarys is 6.7 seconds away from punching their ticket.
Man, Green did exactly what we said. He went to the rim. He went hard. Just not his night. And hey, Rich, how about Opoku knocking down both of those free throws? Is that great or what?
A 45% free throw shooter, Nana Opoku. 2 biggest free throws of his life.
Now, Rich, swear to you, you take your entire St. Mary's team and you put them inside the 3-point line on the other end.